Grey has a nose for scents like a bloodhound on a mission. Even with her eyes closed, she can sniff out everything around her, even the frogs in a pond from yards away. She can even tell how many frogs are hiding there and how many eggs they laid. It's a superpower that sends the director into panic mode. The director decided to sell her to the leather factory boss for 7 francs, like she was a discount coupon. But right after she left, the director got robbed and battered. Grey figured that whoever ditched her was signing their own death warrant. Grey felt somewhat comforted, but the leather factory was a death trap. Hard work means most don't survive 5 years. But Grey lived for a decade, bulked up like a bodybuilder, and the boss thought she was worth the investment, so he took her to the city for deliveries. As soon as they hit the city, Grey opened the door to a whole new world of smells, horse-stench, aristocratic gold whiff. The scent of beauties, fishy oysters, and unfamiliar fragrances, Grey greedily sniffed. Suddenly, Grey had an idea and followed the scent to a perfumery filled with ladies. These ladies seemed to bathe only twice a decade, so they had quite the aroma. But luckily Paris had just released a new perfume. Just one spray could make you smell fabulous, but none of the hundreds of bottles matched the heavenly scent she had caught. So she kept. Eventually, she found the sweet aroma came from a fruit cellar. Grey couldn't help following, enchanted by her vibrant scent. The closer, the more overwhelming, scaring the girl, but Grey's goofy face made her smile. Believing Grey was intending to purchase some fruit, the young girl was startled and immediately turned to flee, bolting away. But Grey, with her super-sniffing skills, chased after the girl to her home, where the girl let down her long red hair, making the scent even more irresistible. Grey snuck closer to the girl, intoxicated by the scent, but her creepy approach totally spooked the girl. Finally letting go, Grey realized the girl was petrified, and her awkward joy turned into massive panic. As the girl grew cold, her intoxicating fragrance faded, leaving Grey heartbroken. Grey was crushed no more scent. She felt defeated as the sweet warmth of the girl's fragrance slipped away. A warmth, a warmth, a warmth, like an incessant melody of a bad pop song stuck in her head. A warmth, a warmth. Totally bummed out, the boss caught her pinching scents and whipped out his mini wet, giving her a major wake-up call amidst the torturous grind of day-to-day life. Grey became even more determined to capture that fleeting beauty and vowed to preserve that enchanting scent. While delivering, Grey saw a perfumery's help wanted sign suggesting Harmon had lost her rival's love and spirit. Paris loved it, yet Harmon saw no customers. So, Grey secretly bought love and spirit, seeking its secret. Perfume is an art, so she took out the fancy handkerchief and gingerly laid it on the table like a runway model. Grey then opened the bottle of liquid gold, held her nose, and carefully dripped it onto the handkerchief before dramatically waving it around. With a flourish, the scent wafted beautifully through the air, and Harmon kept sniffing that handkerchief like it held the secret to the universe. But the perfume scent was so unique that Harmon couldn't figure out the ingredient. Just then, Grey, the leather worker, walked in with the delivery. As soon as she stepped through the door, the rich aroma hit her, and Harmon froze, thinking this poor girl couldn't possibly know about perfume. In a room filled with hundreds of perfumes, Grey accurately identified love and spirit. What shocked Harmon more was Grey's ignorance of mixing scents. Grey blurted out that she'd need just a minute to whip up a better scent. She started popping open jars like a pro. She started mixing vigorously and shaking the bottles like they were maracas, leaving Harmon gasping. "What the cinnamon buns are you doing?" Harmon retorted, "Let me see, you little rascal. Do you even know that you usually mix scents first? Then, you add the alcohol. This perfume will never come out right with that method." Harmon had already dismissed Grey in her mind, but to rub it in, she pulled out the handkerchief. After sniffing it, Harmon's face darkened, and she promptly kicked Grey out. Grey had just taken a minute to prove that her concoction was worthy, catapulting the comparison into oblivion. Grey's creation blew in like a fresh breeze from the mountains, instantly plucking at Harmon's heartstrings and immersing her in a symphony of scent. A long-lost flutter emerged within her, as if she were transported back to her first love, with that girl leaning in, ready for the kiss she had been dreaming of. In that instant, Harmon's dry heart came alive. Grey was a genius, and Harmon knew she had to snout this talent. Harmon offered 50 francs to buy Grey from the leather boss, but on the day of payment, the leather boss plunged into a river. He was drowned. It seemed fate is all about balancing the books, keeping one genius means collecting a few fools. Everyone who saw Grey died unexpectedly. Once at the perfume shop, she started rolling out hit after hit, defeating rival Ayling and transforming Harmon's near-closed store into the perfume capital of Paris. In return, Harmon taught Grey about perfumes, how a classic scent must have top notes, middle notes, and base notes. Top note is the first whiff that disperses within minutes. The middle note is rich and spicy, lingering for hours. The base note sticks around for about 3 days, and today's perfumes are crafted from 12 different ingredients. The legend says there's a 13th ingredient that can create an unparalleled fragrance. This mention sparked something in Grey, and she instantly thought of the fruity girl her body scent had to be that 13th ingredient. I need to extract her essence, and in return, it'll give you the best perfume in the world, she said, so Harmon passed on her secrets of scent making.